Circle 7 surrounded by four corners. The ritual is typical, we do it habitual. Circle 7 surrounded by four corners. The ritual is typical, we do it habitual. Circle 7 surrounded by four corners. The ritual is typical, we do it habitual. Circle 7 surrounded by four corners. The ritual is typical, we do it habitual.
You want the truth? There's UFOs and underground bunkers. Still use nanotech to hunt us.
Allah's love for us to send us one, because we had many great leaders go up on the wall. You know, I see them all. Malcolm X, I see them all. Marcus Garvey, but nobody brought us our true selves for Noble Drew Ali. That's my message tonight. I don't want to focus on the Southern Poverty Law Center because our good sister from the Silver Alert called that sister, not a sister, but called the reporter up who wrote the article up to come on to the radio and to discuss with us the content of that Sovereigns in Black article, and it was told to me that she was overcome with some type of fear. It was her impression that she was afraid, that she didn't want to come on the air, but she was willing to write that misinformation about us. You know, calling Moors, you know, Brother Jabbar Gaines on his cohorts. Cohorts is like, that's criminal talk. That's criminals. But for the record, personally, I'm not talking about myself when it comes to this movement, but since she wrote it, but for the record, she said we were not law-abiding people. But I've never been arrested in my life. And I'm 38 years of age. And some people know me, and I've been with the leanest of the leanest, and I've never been arrested in my life. I've been through the military for years, never got in trouble. Right? So she's telling us, and she sees our article, she sees the movement, and all we're talking about is being clean, living a moral life, right? And being righteous, but she wanted to paint us as criminals without even so much as a charge of breaking a crime my entire life. So I just want to say that Moors are responsible, Moors are clean, and Moors are diligent when it comes to the law. So I'm going to close out on that. That's the second time I say it. I'm done. I'm done. You know what I'm saying? I want to bring on. I know it's at the time. I talk to people all night. When we start talking about what's law, what's not law, with these aliens wilding us and taking our resources. But other than no more of that, we're going to bring on the Master Blaster. I'm going to bring him on, Brother Wilson, if you don't mind. I want to bring on my brother. I seen him when I was doing some research and studying. And I said to myself, I'm about to go find that name. Real talk. I said, I'm about to find who that brother is. I'm going to meet him. I'm going to shake his hand and sit down at the table and talk to him. I know a lot of Moorish speeches. But when I seen his brother and heard his brother speak, I said to myself, I'm about to go find him. And me and my mate, we got on the highway, but we made a couple phone calls first, gassed up the vehicle, set off for Chicago, went into Mecca, and this brother came out, met me with his black flares on, and showed me nothing but love ever since. And I rolled with him. He's a warrior gladiator, and he is the national grand chief of the Moorish Science Temple of America. Point blank, national grand chief Kenu, Umar, back. Let's see my brother.
Standing, perfect praise due to Allah, who's the author, creator, governor of the world, almighty, eternal, and incomprehensible. We give an honor to his holy and divine prophet, Prophet Noble Drew Ali, the noble will and noble state. Islam.
Islam.
We give an honor to the child. I think you need to bring that up here. Islam.
Islam.
Not yet. Islam. and its 10 wonders of the world. Islam, I am a descendant of all 10 of those wonders. I want to give honor to all of you who came out today to hear the truth about yourself. I want to give honor to the speakers before me and their magnificent wisdom and knowledge and understanding and ability to take what Allah has blessed them with and put it into a manifestation. Islam, I want to give honor to all of those teachers. I want to give honor to Brother Gainesville, the Grand Sheikh, for this particular site, and the Grand Sheikh, Brother Wilson here. Islam?
Islam.
I want to give honor to those more because it takes a lot of strength and endurance to come forth and represent the Prophet under these conditions. Islam? So let's get down to the meat. I am not one who writes down his speech. There's nothing wrong with writing down his speech. But I ask my soul to get tested. Because I know Allah leave known the victory is sure. But before I go into anything, I want to give honor to our brother, Kenu. Islam?
Islam.
A lot of times we don't understand that the prophet will is back again. These individuals have come to set the captive soul straight. And when I say captive soul, let me explain what I'm talking about. The action of the soul is thinking, understanding, reason, and willing. That is what is incarcerated among our people. They're thinking, they're understanding, they reason, and they're willing. They have been subjected to all mere ideas of the common world. But those of us who are soldiers of our leaders, who are activated by his spirit, not just by mere ideas, we represent the work of Prophet Muhammad. The work is not about the talk, it's about the demonstrating of the possibility of man, about bringing those things into fruition. Islam? The ills and the babies are the gods of today. Before I go any further, Brother Cox may say he had a joke. And all good Moors have one. We call it divine comedy. I have one too. And I want you to listen at this joke real good because you might tell me it ain't a joke. One day it was a temple. And it was full of Moors. It was packed from back to front, front to back. And it was talking about how they love Prophet Noah and how they would lay their life down for the sole purpose of the Moorish Science Temple of America. There were 3 brothers who knocked on the door. When they opened the door, they pushed their way in, they had black masks on. And they made a statement. Now remember, these boys just got through saying it was a war of brands for the Prophet. Islam? And they said, anybody that didn't want to die, you better leave now. Moors ran over each other getting out the temple. There were 5 left on the stage. And the brother said, we must want to die. They said, we live our life, have a living sacrifice for the prophet in the movement. The brother said, lock each other. They took their masks off and said, now we can have service after we got rid of it. And the reason I tell that is because that's what we have in the Moorish Science Temple of America. Islam? We have a bunch of individuals that talks, that don't practice the reality of the divine science. When you join the Moorish Science Temple of America, you are supposed to unfold as does the bud unfold to show the flower. The rhythm, the essence, the true sensation, all of that's supposed to be a part of a living manifestation. Drew Ali was a master of the art. There is no Negroes in here. There is no black man in here. There is no color man in here. And I don't see anybody with an afro calling their nationality. We are Moors, descendant of the ancient Moabites. Our blood runs deep, deep into the soil of soul. We are a living manifestation of our ancestors. You got to stop calling one of your leaders, just not our
being shut down. Where are the wars? Where you at, wearing sheets? Where you at, national wearing sheets? Where you at, governors? Sitting up in your chambers, talking about high science, playing with the logo of Allah's divine thought, bringing down the wrath upon our children. You don't like to hear that type of talk, but it's true. I'm not overbearing in my conversation.
We got to work. We're called to do a mighty mission. Islam?
Islam.
Our hearts and minds must be pure. We must learn to love, study love. That's Allah. But Allah is inside of you. He's not in the sky. He's a part of every other part of you. You have to raise your thoughts to infinite wisdom, unlimited wisdom, because that wisdom speaks from out the highest planes of spirit life. That wisdom is a consciousness that you and Allah are one. You taught that European. You brought him out of his darkness. That is not your problem. You gave honor to them on the wall. That is the problem. You don't want to accept it because the status quo with those on the wall was to go along to be accepted in a dead man's government. We do not desire to maculate nor marry into the family of a pale-skinned nation of Europe. Do what your prophet instructs you. Stop straying after gods of Europe and whom you know nothing of. I didn't say to hate anybody on the wall. I say Miriam was the problem. You got God up there, then Miriam came out to God. Set him up. Had him persecuted. Many came after your beloved prophet. I don't give no honor to them. Some of them, yeah. But in the back room, you know that nationality is on the day and you still talk about us? What is the life of such a man but a phantom of a dream? This is the Quran. This is the lookbook. This is the book that's sweet to the mouth, but bitter to the stomach. Action is rooted out, and she will not be held from it. We need Moors that stand upright, independent, and fearless, who care about what degree of words you can use, or what information you may have from succession and succession of Moors. What do that mean to any monster? Man, our babies are dying. Your children can't even play outside no more. And you're afraid of your own people. Tell me a lie. Most of you don't even talk to the young brothers or sisters. You don't know what to say to them. They're crazy. They mean they need to be locked up. Well, if they lock them all up, what will your future be? Let me tell you something about that European. He's a breakfast fighter. This is the Asiatic that's keeping his foot on our neck. Islam? This is the Asiatic. Because the prophet said if you're not careful, your own brother puts you in slavery.
Islam.
We don't believe that. There is but one great man right of the Morning Science Temple of America. I give honor to the Grand Sheikh of the Ward Baker. I recognize your presence. Islam? But we have to understand one thing. When we use the terminology grain, that's significant to something high up.
The sheep is a manifestation of inward ability to represent a spiritual God represented by a holy prophet. We are to emulate our leader, the most exalted one, in word, deeds, and actions. More come out of the outward show. It does no good for you. I see my brother and sister sitting there. Islam? If you don't have your nationality, brother, get it. If you have to crawl to the top. Don't be like those who sit around and philosophize, well, you know, the Moors were the Berbers. First of all, you got this lesson. When the Arabs went to what is called Egypt, and they see the arts and science, as the Romans called the Viking barbarians, the Arabs called the Moors perverts. That's another science for you. They're calling you barbarians. The Elohims are giving you high science. We are masters. It's not an inflected thing. This is something new to us. Thinking in the flesh, reasoning with our bones. I haven't touched this one time. And you have heard it all come out here. Because the prophet said be the message that I bring.
That's right. That's right.
We are living oracles of our ancestors. Abraham, Boaz by Ruth, Jesse King David, Solomon as Isaac, and Joseph by man. What do that mean? Who made you? Well, who made the devil? You. If man will find the devil, he must look where? Within. His name is what? Self. When the demon self has been dethroned, this is what we got to do. When the demon self has been dethroned, the Savior of blood will be exalted to the throne of power. That little man with that little rock that called David, that slain the strong the lion of the dog, you see the Savior of love upon the throne. Man, we Moors by faith, not by belief. You have to listen to Brother Dr. Cox, man. He got the science on building. Disagree with him sometimes, being real slow sometimes. But that's not. Because I met that brother in 2010. It ain't nothing strange, ain't no happiness. This is a law they govern that event. With all of us, you got to choose the one thought. If you expect for me to get into some type of dialogue, reaching towards some type of Aristotle, Plato, Hippo, and Homer, it's not going to happen today. I'm a more scientist. I ain't one of those arrogants that sit in the right and left side of the coin. I ain't baptized in the adaptation of what it is to know thyself. Duality is nothing to play with. We need to get busy. If we're always. What did it say in religion? We got one chapter in the Moorish Quran on religion. One. And when you lower your glance down at the bottom of the first part of that chapter, what do you say? That he has instituted laws for the government of the world. He has wonderfully buried them in all beings, each by his nature conformed to his will. On the other side, it says that the action of thy life show thy love to his law. Those are instructions from your prophet. How can you follow somebody that's not honoring that? Well, you're not part of our grand body. There's nothing grand about you. And your body is not the body of the prophet. We got the grand head. That's our lead. Those of us that understand the language of what I'm saying, it's about time we come together. That's right. And we'll get one. And stop letting people separate us. Seriously. Well, I'm with this group, I'm with that group. We're Moors. Each and every one of us joined the more scientific before I heard in divine salvation. Yeah, I joined no more scientific man to argue about who want me to national day. That national demonstration don't mean nothing to me. I'm just using because I'm doing national work. Let me tell you what my name is. My first name is April, and my last name is Resolution. I use the term national because we need to be going everywhere propagating the faith. Wake up, boys! Wake up! And save yourself. Who cares what the darkness think? You care nothing about no groaning? And I don't mean it in a disrespectful way. The prophet told us to be respectful. So when we get on top, treat the European way. I have no problem with that. We don't want to be the war. That's your flag. It's a red flag with the fighting one green star in the center. The green star represents growth. And it carries the highest principles known to man. Love, a saving power, truth that don't change or pass away, peace, prosperity, Islam, freedom, the will to move, because knowing that that's the man, there is the access of the resurrection of the dead, and it's quickened by keep this, the holy breath. Learn the lessons, master the circle 7, become it, in all that we had today, heard today, will be a living manifestation. Yes, sir. I am your brother. I am the lion. I am the speaker. Whatever we can do according to magistrate and subject should be appointed according to our merits. Islam? If you're good in the kitchen, stay there. If you're good among the cop, get down. If your business oriented where you can unfold the stock market, we need you there. We have to be a little bit more wise, man. Do you know that our babies are being fed by phones? What if the Arabs got up in the morning and said that we're going back to Iraq, Kuwait, etc.? Where you gonna get your milk from? You got another man feeding your baby. Don't you know there's not another man in another nation that respect another nation that begs? What did your prophet say? A better nation can never see, never attain the great spirituality, nor enjoy it. We're not black. Learn it. Black according to science means what? I didn't say evil. I said death. I ain't gonna go into that because you got to earn that. But it don't mean evil. It don't come to me talking about giving it to the black man because that's not the only empire that we have. See, that's why people don't like you boys. You know too much. They can't navigate passion. See, they don't like the Moors. The Moors, every time you ask something, you got to answer. And it didn't come from the slave master. I came from Harvard, PhD, doctorate degree, but you still don't know your nationality. I am somebody, but you can't tell me who. Down the door and up, and register and vote. They use you as pocket change. I appreciate this more son. See, I'm gonna tell you something. It ain't the many that govern the fruit. It's the fruit that govern the many. It's people sitting in them seats. You don't believe something like science. It's souls sitting in those seats. But today was ordained from olden time that you be here today. Don't worry about Bucket Bank. He doing what he's doing. She doing what she needs to do. I love you boys. Islam?
Islam.
And I mean that. That's not going to take from the bottom of my heart. language you use. Because language has tone and vibrations. And they can determine the outcome of your life. More speaking of divine science. That's why, I listen to Mormons. Everything I heard today, I got fed. I don't know about you. I'm full. I can belch. It's fine. But we got to come together like this before we can do this. It's fine. Before we do this, we have to be like this. Because everybody in here got imperfection. There's some things that in your life you would tell nobody in this room. Between you and Allah, right? Human spirit, clothed in soul, made in form of who? Allah. You can't be like those who seek salvation from the evil that deems the living monster of the night world. I speak the words of the prophet, who have gods that are demons in disguise. All power, yet full of jealousy, hate, and lust, who favor must be bought. Would cause the sacrifice and fusion of the lives of birds and animals of humankind. But when you get caught up, you have to God have no ears to hear, no eyes to see, no heart to sympathize, no power to save. Now you understand it's made a myth. Close the shadow of your own thoughts. Demon thoughts. Work on yourself when you try to work on somebody else. That's right. Prophet said he's looking for strong means. I don't mean no disrespect, I'm talking about no duality demonstrated. You're looking for strong men and women. The weak and unwelcome, hey, I'll let you. It's right? Wow. So, this ain't no holy day spill. You get this from me every day. On the highway, byway, whatever. It's right? I'm your brother. And we're here to make it right. But we need to take out of this summer a collective agreement that we will continue to foster this type of love and try to build on the school and other programs. Not make our words in the semblance, but what we promise we must learn to perform. We're a nation. Ain't you tired, man? But seeing all these other nations, Chinese, the Japanese, they take care of themselves. But guarantee you don't get them to go work for wrong money. Sweat, breaking your neck to get there because you know you ain't fight. Look, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna step down. But remain on high. You're not gonna tell those of my brothers and sisters that work are not still perpetual slavery. Because they go through a, what you call that, mental trauma about the clock. And when they get to their job, they have to act a certain way. And if they're really weak and frail, they into showing out in front of the boss. We need to work for each other. What about the talent that's committed to your charge? How come we're not employing one another? Money don't make the man. It's power and free national standards. Where are your standards? You got the feds on. You got 360 at the top, 360 at the bottom, 720. Watch how you use that. Because what title does Satan give himself? God. And the one that's in nothing with the beauty of truth, you can tell him, because he has fixed the same place he meets his father on the simplicity of her child. And he holding fast his fidelity unto her trust, and he forsaking her not. In the consistency of his virtue has crowned him with honor. Don't demonstrate hypocrisy. Know thyself. You got weakness.
because you come from the womb of your mother. And from the loins of your father, you inherit certain instabilities. So we look for those things to unfold to improve ourselves. No. And without them, we would never know our what? In the thoughts of Allah, they can't be satisfied. And you were put in to be what? The strength of Allah. 3 times it talks about strength in the creation of Allah. I am a teacher of the Quran, not religion. I give honor to Buddha, Confucius, Muhammad, and the prophets who's not even spoken of. But Allah sent me a prophet, the little short guy. 7 times here and 7 times out. The master of art that was found, the new art that was found in Newark, New Jersey. Prophet know what you always say. How many minutes I got? Stay long.
About 30 minutes.
We don't do that. Islam. The prophet know what you always stated to all of us, that he was 5 times powerful than those before him. That all prophets are one prophet. I don't argue with no Muslim. Because you're not going to tell me that Muhammad is my prophet.
That's right.
He came to the Arabs in that state of Japanese, unconsciously. You're not going to tell me that Jesus is my prophet. Because he came to the Israelites. I'm a Muslim. And the Negro prophet we saw only as a king. Wanted to the connection to more divine national. Islam? Study. Listen to the teachers. There are teachers here. Don't be afraid to sit at somebody else's feet. A lot of times I ask brothers this. Mo, did you go to Sunday school? Yeah, Mo. Can I see your diploma? Because don't they say out in the Sunday school coming guys as well? The prophet said the guy in the temple. He said, take finance to live what? As I had the prophet in my hand, I would have to force the Lord in order to say what? He take finance to live what? Take your place in the family man. Oh. He walks and keeps talking about the temple. Teach. Why would you talk about the temple? Somebody put you there. What unfolded after 1929? July 20th. You don't want to study that part. Moors don't even want to talk about that. They came against the very one that talked about love. They tried to destroy our prophet. But the prophet said he did more on the soul plane than he did on the flesh. See, because Satan can't hide the soul plane. Because he'll lose it and pass away. But he says good ones was gonna live, didn't he? He said if you want to talk to him, he can take you up on the apparatus. Yes, sir. That's more talking. Yes, sir. I know you know more. You heard them old boys say that apparatus. Yes, sir. But we need to get up there so we can set the captive soul free. But we got to learn how to respect each other. Even though you disagree with another more, it's a way you deal with that. In an intelligent way. The prophet said this is an intelligent way. It's not. This is a divine organization. We respect others. He gave us laws, even to keep our speeches in conjunction with his word of God. But we ain't chumps either. We ain't punks either. We ain't finna go for no anything. At least not me. Say what you want to say about keeping your mom, baby. T.A. Harris back. What my life is for my brothers and sisters. I'm like my prophet. My purpose is to uplift all humanity. And we got to get out in the streets. They got to see these. And I don't mean just these like Oxford say. They got to see the action of these. And stop thinking that, well, I ain't got the money to open up no grocery store. Then all it takes is you to turn over the dirt and plant some cabbage and corn. And feed our people. I want to give honor to the Grand Chief. I didn't miss you. On camera. I helped take that brother to him. He had stepped off the square once since I took him through. Great brother, fighting for the prophet. Islam?
Islam.
What the prophet said, take the justice and save yourself. So I'm gonna step down a minute. I'm not gonna be like my brother keeps saying step down. Rain on the podium. But I'm gonna say this to you. I'm looking for Moors that want to be on the same level. Islam?
Islam.
And let's work together. And let's get them sisters out of the way. But first of all, this is a matriarch. This ain't where the woman is in the back, veiled and all that. He changed that. The sister can be the national grand chief. The sister can be a governess. We need to hear more from our sisters. That's the spirit. As well they take care of the house, they can take care of the nation. And you know they keep talking, telling us what to do. We get tired and go do it, don't we? But basically do it, don't tie it in, no. So it's the same in the temple. You have to take charge. Islam? The prophet said we should have a deep appreciation for one another. Islam? And do the right thing. May Allah bless you. Thank you. With the blessings of Allah, His holy prophet, know what you all need. I am on the high plane because of you. Islam?
Islam.
I truly feel like I'm on because I am. Islam?
Islam.
And I hope you feel the same with that. We say peace and blessing. Turn it
Islam.